It is 2026, which means it is time to come up with a new doll wish list for the year. I have mine in my new journal. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Ryn, and welcome to Ryn.the.Dragon, where collecting especially dolls. My second channel is linked down below. Let's get into it. First up, I do want to show one of the rings my sister got me. It's coffin shaped. Don't ask me what the crystal is, because I picked it out, but that was a while ago. I have no idea what it is today. So, but it's cute. I think it's a moonstone. I think it's a moonstone because it fits on this finger and I want it to have my Bella moment, but you know, more me. So I think moonstone. She also got me another one. This is part of Christmas, but you know, it arrived after Christmas. I'm pretty sure this one is labradorite, which is one of my favorite crystals. And it fits on one of my ring fingers, but the one it fits, you know what, we can actually, I think it'll be a lot better because it fits perfectly on this one. So we'll have that. And I took off my Lord of the Rings one just for the purpose of being able to, because having 3 rings on one hand and there's none on this just feels a little insane. So I feel like that balances it out. But I keep all of my rings in this little shot glass. Here's the Lord of the Rings one. And now they just kind of sit here. So, yeah, but let's get into today's video. So before we go into the 2026 wish list, we have to recap on the 2025 wish list. And I did write the 2025 wish list in the book. I had it on the back of a piece of mail. Because I watched the video yesterday, and this is the second time I'm filming this, actually. But I wanted to write it. I like having my list written down. And I do, like 2024, I did have it on my tablet. I was going to do the 2025 one, but I write so much faster than I type on my tablet. So it's just, because you can only do like one finger at a time anyway. So I'm just like, no. We will just write it down. I feel like we should start off with the ones that I did get on the list, and then we'll do the ones I did not get. I will say that I did not as well as 2024. Let's actually look at the 2024 wish list really quick. We're not going to go over the recap of it because that would be insane. As I'm looking at the list, I'm like, oh wow, I actually did better than I thought. Something I need to do is go through the stuff that I've done. Okay, before I get into the 2025 wish list, I wanted to look at the 2024 one, and then it turns out I didn't check off all the things that I actually did do in 2024. I did so much better in 2024 than I did in 2025 on hitting the doll wish list. And 2024, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I did not do. And the list is pretty long. Technically 14, 15 if you're including like all the ones from the Pretty and Punk line. And I did technically put that in the 2025 dream board. It's fine. I did pretty well, all things considered, for 2024. Some of them I just did not check off. But getting into the 2025 one, I actually did so little from the wish list that it was more of me just creating a list than actually like looking back on it. And I would like to do better this year with actually hitting the dolls on the wish list. Whether it's the 2024 one, finishing that one, 2025 wish list, or just the 2026 wish list. I do want to refer to my wish list a little bit more than I did in the past, well, last year. I also want to say that I am going to try my absolute best to not get sidetracked and go on too many side quests and then create a new like thing for me to do. Because when I did my side quest for the Kelly's was on my doll wish list of 2025, and that's one of the major things that I did on that list. I got so sucked into them that all the other ones kind of was never going to happen because I focused so much on them. Now, they aren't expensive when you just get a few, but when you spend the summer focusing on that and also trying to get the dolls that came out in the summer, it's kind of hard to get the rest of the wish list. Okay, so we're going to do the ones that I did get first. I did get myself a Mystics doll. Seeing one in person, and I will do a video on the one that I got. I got her for my birthday, but I never unboxed her. She's sitting over there. I will not be getting more of them, just like off the bat. I have one. I checked it off the wish list. 5 Feet Tall Monster High. I got one off the list. I still have to get 5. The main 3, or yeah, 5. So I got one. So I checked it off the list because I did get a 5 Feet Tall. I actually got it like very soon after like either filming the video or uploading the video. I got it in January. So I completed that one pretty quickly, at least getting something from them. They are expensive, so I do keep an eye out on them occasionally, checking them. I just haven't done it in a minute. Now, I did get Kelly's checked off. I also like mentioned Halloween Kelly's. I checked off that box as well. I didn't get the Ladybug one that I mentioned in my video, but I did get quite a few Halloween Kellys, and they were in my background. I also got the Batman and Catwoman one, and it sits over there. I would like to get another one. It's not on the wish list, but I would like another one to take it out of box because I am trying to do Bat Fam as Kelly's. I did get superhero dolls. Were they the ones I was talking about? No, and I would like to like at least keep it in mind that I still want those dolls so I can get them. But I did get superhero dolls, and they were in Doll Mess, if you saw those. And I did get a Miraculous doll. Did I get 2? I still want to get another one, at least. Because I have Cat Noir, which you'll see eventually. I don't want to take him out of the box until I have Ladybug. But I did get a Cat Noir. And I kind of want to get one where they, like, because they have ones where they're, like, in their street clothes. And then there's, like, a little mask that comes off and on. I don't know if it's, like, magnetized to their face to be on. And then they have, like, their superhero outfits. I want that one more, and I was like, they are more expensive now, unfortunately, because I haven't seen, if they're, like, on a website to just get, that's not Amazon, let me know. I did get Enid, number 56, the Dream Enid. I was so happy. I got that one in March, so I was very happy about that. And I got a Just Like You number 62, which is my look-alike American Girl doll. She looks so good. I'm so happy. That one, I was very excited that I got that one. That one was like a big one that I wanted to get. And it was under $60. And it's not easy to get her under $60. And I did get a Living Dead doll Catwoman and a Living Dead doll Harley Quinn. I got that for my birthday, so around March to April, and that time period. And last but certainly not least, I did get a Prince Philip doll. Now, there is a caveat to that one. I got him, it's like he is smiling in that one, so he is one of the older ones. The thing is, I am currently looking at his leg and not the rest of his body because it arrived to me broken. I'm pretty sure I got my money back for that. But he did arrive to me broken, which is so sad. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I'm looking at his leg right now. I got him for such a good price. And then he arrived to me broken. I was distraught. I was distraught. But technically, I'm checking it off the list because I did get him. And I hope that I can fix him. Now, on to the dolls that I did not get, but are still on the list. You know, just like, they're just not on the, some of them are on the 2026 list, but some of them are just on the 2025 list, but I still want to get them. The Bratz Masquerade dolls. I don't know what it is. It's probably Cinderella. The Hilary Duff Cinderella, but also it was like reinforced with the Selena Gomez Cinderella, where they're wearing masks. And my brain just like masquerade ball. I love it so much. My brain just like eats it up every single time. So whenever I see a masquerade line, I want it. But the Bratz one is definitely on that list. Cinderella, she turned 75 last year. And I really wanted it to be the pink dress. It was not the pink dress. I was heartbroken. And also she sold out very quickly, so I did not get her. And I do want the live action one from Mattel and or the pink dress. I will take both or either. Then Esmeralda, still want her. Bratzillas. There was a rumor about them possibly coming back in 2026. And if they do, it will be my time. Because I can get them for a reasonable price. Not that they're all expensive. I have seen some for a fairly good price. But if I can get them like complete in box, that is the ideal way to go. Lord of the Rings dolls, they're always on my list. They're always on there. Barbie Catwoman and Barbie Batman still there. Bratz Genie Magic. That one is slowly fading into the distance, if we're being honest. Because the prices for them are not going down, and if I was able to get my hands on them, it would be absolutely amazing. But it's feeling like that's not going to happen. If they bring them back, it's go time. You know, I will get my hands on them, and if not, it won't be the end of the world, I guess. But I've loved that movie. And so I do want the dolls because I do love that movie. When it comes down to while superhero dolls were checked off, the DC superhero girls, I still want. And I did get 2 Rainbow High dolls. They were not the ones that were on my list. I still need to get Mara Pinkett and Fantastic Fashion Poppy. Those 2 are eluding me because of their price nowadays. I never saw Poppy. And now she is $100. I have seen her for $60, but I really am just like dragging my feet on that price. And if I have to get her out of box to get her less expensive, I will. But I do want her to have her stand and her comb. She doesn't have her second outfit, I guess, but I do want her to have the little clips in her hair, the comb, and the stand. At least, you know, like. At least that, and I'll feel satisfied. Same with Mara. Though with Mara, I do want her more complete because I like the second outfit. So I would like, if out of box, at least all the items together. When it comes down to the Just Like You's number 41, number 61, I do kind of still want number 41. Number 61, I can kind of let that dream go. But I do kind of still want number 41 because I kind of had plans for her. I don't want to have too many of the classic face mold and they're all be like the same skin tone. I want variation in them. So I'm not. That's why I don't need both 41 and 61. 41 is more on the list than 61. Rapunzel. I don't know why this times two. Maybe it just means Rapunzel and the prince, or both Rapunzels. It means both Rapunzels because there's like the one from the movie and then there's the one from the fairy tale line. And I will take both. Barbie Rapunzel is my favorite Rapunzel story. I know it's like you don't like the Disney one. The Disney one's fine. But the Disney one to me feels like it was heavily like inspired from the Barbie one, especially like the color palette, the fact that she's like likes to paint. There's just like there's similarities to the Barbie Cinderella, but not Barbie Cinderella, Barbie Rapunzel and Disney Rapunzel. And I don't know if that was a coincidence or not. But I like the Barbie one better. Um, I'm always trying to add to my Aurora shrine. I did not get any Aurora dolls last year. I almost got the one that was like the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. I think that's her castle. I did not get that doll. That doll is really beautiful. And it is like a 17-inch doll as well. I did not get her. Maybe I'll get her in the future. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening with her. I don't want I'm too nervous to go look and see if she's sold out on Disney. So I have it. It would be nice to get her, but I do want to just get more Auroras for the collection, whether it's a newer one, a 17-inch one, or just like the regular Disney Store one, because I don't have her in my collection. Twilight is still on the list, guys. I love the movie Twilight. We went to see them in theaters in October. We saw Twilight, we saw New Moon, and then we saw, I'm pretty sure, Breaking Dawn Part 1. So 3 out of the 5 we saw in theaters. I've loved Twilight since I was like 13. And so watching it in theaters was really nice. Plus, we saw Part 2 in theaters when it came out originally. So we didn't need to see it in theaters again. But yeah, I want the Twilight dolls. Going into 2026, the Barbie Twilight dolls are the first thing on the list. I made this list before I looked at the 2025 wish list. But the Barbie Twilight dolls were the first one I added to it because I would like to get them. I really want to get them. I also added the Barbie Lord of the Rings dolls. I know it's going to be so hard to get my hands on the Arwen and Aragorn 2-pack. But if I got Galadriel, I think I would be like, okay, we're actually doing something. So getting both her and the 2-pack would be great. I also would like to get a Legolas out of box because I do have a Legolas in box and I had it signed by the Orlando Bloom last year, which was a great experience. Love that. But now that doll is an in-box doll. And I would like to have one out of box as well. So, yeah. Great experience, but now I need a second one to be out of box. Barbie Rapunzel is back on there. Guys, I'm not messing around. I want it, as you can see, I want it so bad I put it on the list again. And I did not refer to my 2025 wish list because I wrote it down on a small notebook that's around here somewhere. When I was filming that, I was like, small notebook. This year, full size notebook. Well, more full size. I have the Barbie Scooby-Doo gang on there, and the Barbie and the Kelly Scooby-Doo gang. For some reason, Velma is an elusive character, both Barbie form and in Kelly form. More in Kelly form than Barbie form, and I would like to get them, like at least the Kellys in box, simply for the fact that that if Velma doesn't have her glasses, is she Velma? Okay, with Living Dead dolls, with the Barbie, and with the Kelly, is there? She's elusive. She is hard to find, and if I can't get them as a lot, all four of them, I want to at least get her first, and then look for the other ones because the other ones are easier to find, especially Daphne. Daphne is the easiest, but the other two aren't hard to find either. It's simply Velma that is hard to find. That's the only like Kelly set that I'm like really aiming for, but that's also not true. I don't want to go too into Kelly's this year. I would like to get the Scooby Gang. There is a couple of the little like special edition sets that I would like to get. This not on the wish list, so we're not going to focus on them. But if I do see them for a good price, I grab them because they're also like the fairy tale ones. And I got the Goldilocks, and I would like to get the other ones from that line. And if I see them, I might grab them, even though they're not on the wish list. And I might be a little sidetracked, but I'm saying it now, so we're counting it in there. But I don't want to go too heavily into them. I want to focus on getting the ones that I like have in my mind that I want to get, and not just go and get random ones, even unless they're a good price. I will say that. Harder to find ones, but are at a good price. Because I want to stick to the rest of the list. Because there's so much on the list that I need to just like stay focused. But I would like to get finish my Kelly Bat Fam, so I can start making them costumes and having the Bat Fam as Kelly's. I have the girls. Well, I have 3 of the girls. There's another one. There's like Harper, and technically I do have like a Harley Quinn in my house, but I want to get them, and I need to get the boys. Next, we're leaving the Barbie realm and we're going into Monster High, which is going to take up most of this list. The Creep Productions Wave 4 comes out. There's only 3 dolls on the list: Rochelle, Rebecca, and Venus. And yes, I'm getting all of them. Do I already have an original Rebecca? Yes. What's your point? I do, and then I'm pretty sure she is complete as well. But the getting her in box would mean I'd have the other accessories and her pet, because I don't have her pet. I just have the doll itself. And at the time, that's what I wanted. And I got her from Whatnot 2023. But it didn't come with, it just, like, she has all of her accessories that come on her, but she doesn't have the other accessories. She doesn't have, like, a stand. And she doesn't have her pet, or I think she comes with a bag. I'm pretty sure she has her glasses. But, you know, I want it anyway. And Venus. And getting a Rochelle. I have, like, the 2022 Fang Vote Rochelle. She's kind of trapped in the box right now, too. That's because her box is it's like my favorite Monster High box. And I want to keep it. And keeping her in it is how I'm doing it. So I love her box so much. And then in the fall, they're going to be the Creep Productions. We're thinking it's School's Out. And I'm leaning more towards it being School's Out because of the Playmobil playset of Claude and Draculaura coming out this year as well. So I'm thinking it is going to be that. And I just have to say, I wish Claude was coming in the 2-pack. I wish it was a 2-pack again. I wish we were getting Draculaura and Claude in that 2-pack together. Why? Because getting them in the 2-pack separately is really expensive. I probably can find him on his own for a price. I don't know. I haven't looked it up right now. But I would like to get the Claude to go with the Draculaura. I'll probably wait to see what ends up happening with the Draculaura, how it ends up turning out, and then go for him. Now we're going to get into my long list of Monster High characters. When I started collecting Monster High was the dolls I was focused on. I wanted to get one of each character, and that dream has slowly been lost because I have gotten like so far out of collecting just Monster High. I started collecting Rainbow High. I started collecting Ever After High. I went back to Bratz. I got a couple Barbies. I started getting like some collectors. And all of that. And I love all the dolls that I have collected over the years, but I want to go back to my roots and get the Monster High characters that I don't have. And the ones on the list are like the more elusive, harder to get, not really harder to get characters. Some of them are more expensive for reasons I don't understand, and I wish they would come out with reproductions for boy dolls so that I could get them for a better price. I'm looking at Jackson and Holt specifically because I do have Heath, and also Claude because I do have Deuce. You know, I have the pre-production Deuce, and I wish they would have pre-productions for Claude and the rest of the boys, but they hate me. So, and I'm gonna keep saying they hate me until they prove otherwise. You know, what's the harm in that? Until they prove they don't actually hate me and listen to me. They can't hear me, but I will be screaming it to the rooftops. Give me more boy dolls. So Iris, my one-eyed girly, I don't know what it is, but I think a one-eyed doll is just so interesting and cool, and it's like, I don't even know why I just want her so bad, but I see her with her one eye and I'm like, girl. And then like the thing is that's also interesting is I don't know if it's like my favorite thing or not, but she has like an outfit that has eyeballs all over the top, I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, now that's just it's fun. It's a fun outfit. I don't even care which one I get. If I have to get her a nude and then restyle her, I don't really care. I just want to get Iris. One eye gets me. The one eye gets me. Dawn Dancer. I want two Dawn Dancers. Izzy, Dawn Dancer. One to be Izzy, and the other one to be Fawn from the 13 Wishes movie. Plus, deer are kind of some of my favorite animals are deer. And so I love deer. So I want two. I want one to be her and I want one to be Fawn. And so I want two. That one I do want two, but I will be customizing the other one. Like more like changing her hair, like rerooting her hair or cutting it. I don't remember the color of it. Which I should because it's on my wish list. But I don't have pictures on my wish list, and I probably won't include pictures in this since it's more of a chatty video. River. I think River is such a unique design. River Styx is such an interesting character because it's like the Grim Reaper. Also, River Styx has I'm not sure. I can't remember the lore behind River Styx, like the origin of it. I'm thinking it's in Greece, but I know some knowledge on it. But is it able to regurgitate it to you? No, absolutely not. But I know her name is a play on that, and her design is so cute. And in the perfect world, I'd have her complete. But I do just kind of want to get her, even if she is complete, because I think at some point, like, someone was just, like, trying to get, like, the socks for her, and I'm like, she's missing, she has socks? And, I don't know, stuff like that, and I'm like, do I care about the socks that bad? And I'm like, kind of, but also, I just want her. I'm trying to complete my list. And a lot of these dolls, I just do simply just want, not just to be a completionist, because I don't need every single version of them, just one. I'm trying to be realistic. Also thinking about the space. Next, Amanita. I think Amanita's like face is so beautiful. Why, like, they have a lot of green dolls, which I find to be very interesting. Because I'm like, especially like I have Iris, Amanita. I do have Scara on there as well. And Costa, green dolls. I'm thinking they're also very similar in shades of green. But Amanita, I think she's beautiful, and I think I saw her like outfit recently, and I was like, it's because I was doing a video, corpse flower, and honestly, I know she's not like a very like within the characters, she's not liked, but I think she's beautiful, and I want her. Holt. Holt is an elusive character. Finding him complete is hard and expensive. My brother, when he was trying to get him, I think he had to like get him in pieces. And I'm just like, I don't want to get him in pieces. Mattel, can you just like release him in a 2-pack just so I can get him? Goodness gracious. Because he is hard to get complete. And I'm just like, why? And why is it that I think they only like have him once, and they have like few Jacksons. There's like Jackson in like Freaky Fusions. There's Jackson at the beach. There's another Jackson, and then there's like his core doll. So these 4 Jacksons that I know, and only 1 Holt. Are we kidding? I don't really like that. Because I'm really just thinking, like, what if I got a Jackson and then just made him Holt? It's going to be a process. So if I don't end up getting my hands on one, maybe I'll make one. And I've been watching people, like, dye dolls. So, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm cooking something up in here. Maybe I'm cooking something up. And if you've done it yourself, let me know. Well, post a picture in my community tab so I can see it. If you've done it. If you dyed a doll. I'm interested because I got a lot of ideas up here. Next, Scara. By the time this video comes out, hopefully I bought the Fang member Scara. She releases tomorrow as of filming. And I'm just like, she's a pretty special doll. I love that one so much. I think that's the best Scara. And if people disagree with me, they can argue with a wall. Because I think she looks spectacular. And the sculpting on her shoes alone is like so great that I don't really care if someone's like, actually her Comic-Con one's better. I'm like, that's just her regular outfit. It's special. And that one is so expensive now. I'd rather just buy the Fang member doll anyway. I'm not gonna, no. 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 The only reason I would want it is because I really want Hoodooed. And I'm pretty sure that's the 2-pack with Hoodooed in it. That's the only reason I would want it. Because if I got the Scara that's the Fang member, I wouldn't feel so like, I need to get that one. I would just want to like look up Hoodooed. And I don't think Hoodooed should be as expensive as he is since he's just a plush. But I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, staying focused. I would like to get Scara. That one's going to be a pretty quick check off once I get my hands on her tomorrow. But Geralt. Honestly, all of the boy dolls are on the list. And I probably want to get multiples just so that I can also make other characters. Because if they aren't going to give me Romulus, I have to buy like more Claudes. You know? And I'm like, okay guys, you got me. I'm going to go secondhand shopping and buy a bunch of boy dolls so I can do the characters you guys never did. I kind of want to do like, that's kind of like when it comes down to like customizing like Monster High dolls, that's where my focus is mostly going to, just doing the characters they never did. But Geralt, I want him. And especially when Rochelle's coming out this year. Yeah. Kiyomi. Kiyomi. She is a very beautiful doll. And it's gonna be like, you don't even know her. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I just know that she's beautiful, and I saw her in the Haunted movie. I don't know the whole name of that. I think it's just called Haunted. I don't even think me and my sister were watching it, but we didn't finish it. But she's a beautiful character, and I love that name so much that I actually named one of my American Girls that name. And so, yeah, I need the Monster High version of her. And then we have Lorna. My sister actually got Lorna, and I see her every day, and I also want a Lorna. I wanted a Lorna before. My sister was like, why didn't you tell me there was a Scottish doll? And I was like, I don't know. A Scottish Monster High doll. I was like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Hey, don't come for me if I'm saying the wrong place. But she asked me that, and I was like, I don't know. It never really crossed my mind. But I do want to get her. I did mention Costa. Costa's not an expensive one to get, like relatively complete. I want to get two because my sister was saying something to me about she wanted to like have an original create an original character, like draw an original character, and then like I was going to make the Monster High like customize a doll to do that, and I wanted to use Acosta for that. So now I need to get two of those. She hasn't designed it yet, so it's something in the recesses of our minds. But I want to have the doll ready, so when she's ready to go, I can just start customizing. But I'd want to use that face sculpt. So I went to Elizabeth. I have a nude Elizabeth who's missing a hand, I'm pretty sure. Next, we're going to go into the Bjork dolls. The Bjork dolls, I want them all. I can't remember. I think it's Astronova. She's not on the list, but of course I want her as well. I think there's also a variant of her. I don't care which one I get as long as I got her. But Mercedes, I have been looking. And I want her to have her tail. That's like my one request. It's like, please have your tail. I kind of am leaning towards wanting the one that came in the 3-pack versus the one with like the fancy dress. Just because I think I like the simple outfit more. But I'll get either one as long as it comes with her tail. Because getting her tail separately, I have never even seen her tail for sale by itself. So I'm like, no guys, I want to get the tail. And then Luna. Luna is one of my favorite characters from like New York. Or just in general. I don't know, I'm not really the biggest fan of like moths or like butterfly characters. But I've been thinking about her since 2022, 2023. I've been looking for her. And that one, I do want the one where she's in her fancy outfit. But I wanted her complete, so I haven't bought her. Plus, the more complete she is, the more the price goes up. So, yeah. I haven't gotten her. And then LED. I don't know, there's two of her. But I want LED too. The Valentine, his name is Kieran, but my brain always goes Valentine first, so I'm calling him Valentine. But just now I'm talking about Kieran. The Kieran and Spelldawn 2-pack, Pride 2-pack was announced last year, and I've wanted a Kieran in my collection, and I think he was one of the first boy dolls I actually was like looking up. He was the first one I looked up. And when I saw that price, she also comes with like the genie. I don't know, DJINNI. Do I know how you pronounce that? No. But like I wanted both of them for such a long time. They're $1,000 now. 1,000. Getting one of them by themselves is $450. And if I'm going to spend $450, I am going to get another Dulles on this list. And you all know who I'm talking about. And if you're new here, I will go in my tangent in a bit when I get to her. But the fact that they're coming out with a Valentine's Spelled in 2-pack, if they're readily available, I would get one as soon as they come out. And then I'll get another set later on when they go on sale to customize into other characters, because I need more boy dolls. And I would rather get them so that I can, finagle them. Because one of these days, I will make an Andy doll. Okay? And if I don't end up getting another one of them on sale, I'm going to have to use either a Deuce or a Jackson for my basis of customizing other boy dolls. And then I'm going to have to learn how to sculpt faces, which I'm very nervous about. And then having to get the color to match the skin tone. It'll be a whole thing, a whole learning curve that I'm about to do. And while I am going to try my best, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm very excited for the Valentine's Spelled on 2-pack. I had a whole video where I complained about them not being enough boy dolls. And now I'm on this crusade to get more boy dolls. And I never thought I'd be in this position where I'm crusading for more boy dolls. And if I'm in this crusade alone, so be it. Let me live my truth. Next, I want the Wolf Clan. While I do technically have all but one, I only have one Claude. And that's from the Valentine's Day 2-pack. Not including the G3 one. And I feel like that's a crime. I feel like I need to have more. And I'm working towards getting more. I also need to get another, to make Romulus. So I need a Claude, and then I need a Romulus. So I need to get, 3? I don't know. I really do want to have more. Because right now I have 3 Deuces. It's the only boy doll that I have 3 of. One is going to be customized into a Bugsley, and then it leaves me with 2. But it's still more than all the other boys. Everybody else is still just 1. So I need to get to it. Now we're going into the G3 dolls. Starting off, I had G3 Deuce. Now, I spend a lot of money on dolls, okay? I'm looking at all the money I've spent on dolls recently. Here. Also here, and over here, under my bed, in the family room, living room. They're all over the place. But a lot of them I tend to get, the play line I get on sale typically, because I tend to spend a lot on the Skelectors or any collector dolls. And so I was looking at for him, and the cheapest I saw him was $27. Should I got him then? Yeah, but I thought his price would eventually go down. Instead, it slowly creeped up to now that it's $70. And while I do want a G3 Deuce, not $70 worth. He's a playline doll. Why am I spending $70 on a playline doll? His accessories are on my bed. Please ignore my dog. I don't know why she's barking. She does that. She sees someone. She has to protect the house. But I want a G3 Deuce. Just not $70 worth. If I have to get him nude, I'll get him nude. But I want him So bad. And if I have like a I my my G1 dues. I have an outfit, hit one of his outfits, just sitting over here. And if I need to just put that outfit on to G3 deuce, so I have a deuce just restyled, so be it. I also need to get his pet, but I do G3 deuce is high on my list. I have all the other boy dolls except for deuce, and they also need to come out with another G3 boy doll. You guys took your little break. Now it's time to get back in the booth and make us another boy doll. Please and thank you. I'll wait. Next, Cupid. I know she has another name. I don't remember. I think it's Asteria or something like that. The whole line that Cupid was released in. I have Cleo in my house. She was on sale. I think she was like $12. And I would like to get the rest of them. But again, I tried to get them on sale. So Cupid's currently $18. And I want to get the rest of the line as well. But I have Cleo because she was 12. And I also just saw some other things that I wanted to get on that, add to my list. So we'll add them at closer to the end. I gave my little sister my Claudine because her hair. As I looked at her with the other rest of my Monster High dolls, I feel like she was also overdressed in with them because she was in her Monster Ball outfit and everybody else was in there like I'm going to school in a few minutes outfits. And I thought she didn't sit well in my collection. Also, her hair was not it. And I already cut the tinsel out, and I was like, she's still not it. I had to keep her hair in a braid, and it was just like a mess. And I slowly started to resent her being in my collection, so I gave her away. I don't regret that decision, but I also wish that I replaced her quicker. And I just haven't really liked any of the Claudines that have come out, or some pieces of the reason why I didn't want to get her for certain things. And I just want to get a Claudine in 2026 so that I have a Claudine in my collection. Because, like, as you can see, there does look like someone's missing, and that is Claudine. Maybe the two of them are talking about, like, have you seen? We're like, where's Claudine at? Maybe they're all like, or maybe they're on a search party looking for Claudine. Next, Skeleta and Rebecca. Now, let me check again. But as of filming right now, they're not available in the US. At least they're not available with the links. Yeah, as of right now, not available with the link. Skeleta is not, and she was the one announced before. And I have seen someone like have it in their house, and I think that's Europe, so they got them first. And Rebecca, I also don't see her either. I'm just like curious as to if when they're coming out. I'm just like curious, like, are they coming out? Like their Amazon links don't work. I don't know. I haven't checked other websites to see if they're out. But moving on to the big doll of the year. This is the big one. She's been on my list since 2024. She's been on my list since 2024, and I was ready. I was saving for her. And then I was ready to go on to the Disney store and hit go. And then they announced that she was only going to be available at Disneyland. Mind you, I live on the other side of the country and did not save for a plane ticket or like a hotel or a ticket to get in to Disneyland. I saved up for the doll itself to order online to come to my house. And she never, I was like, and then I see her for so much more than what she was being sold for. And that is the Jane Porter 25th anniversary doll. Are we surprised? No. I've been thinking about her for 2 years. 2 years I've been thinking about her, and she didn't even release until like mid 2024. I've been thinking about her for 2 straight years. She was on the 2024 wish list because the 25th anniversary was in 2024. And I've been wanting her since. And this year, I'm like, I am going to save my little pennies up until I can get her. And yes, I do have to get her from a reseller because she sold out that day. And I did not get her because I was on the other side of the country. I also had work. And it was never going to happen. And now I have to spend double, triple the price, which just breaks my heart. Because I wanted her so bad. I wanted her so bad. But yeah, I needed to go on my little spiel on her. I thought Tarzan is my favorite Disney movie, and she was one of my favorite characters, and I just want her so bad, and she looks so beautiful. I was checking every day for her. I was so like nervous that she was gonna like go on sale. Actually, wait, she didn't. No, she was released in August, but the anniversary was in June, so I thought she was gonna come out in June. I was like nervous that I was gonna be like away because I went on vacation during that time. That she was gonna go on sale during that time, and she didn't. And I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. Maybe we're not getting her as a doll. And then it was like announced during that time that she was coming out, but we didn't know until like August that it was just in person. My heart broke. My heart broke that day. And I haven't been the same since. I still think about her every day. Now we are gonna move on so I don't start crying on camera. Next, American Girl. There's only 3 on the list, and if I don't get these 3, I think I'll be fine, but also will I? And that is number 1, Just Like You, number 4. It was the first collecting American Girl. I was just like, no, I don't need her, I don't need her, I don't need her. But every single time I see her on eBay, I'm like, she's so cute. And so I've like tried to convince myself I don't need her, I don't need her, I don't need her. Until I was just like, I started heavily thinking about getting her 2024, 2025 to 2026. She's on the list. I'm like, if I see her for a good price and I've saved it, I have it in my mentally, I'm going to get her. We're going for her. Next, this one right here, it's going to be a custom that someone has like made and that was selling, and that is a American Girl dark skin classic face mold. I want variations in my dolls, and the dark skin classic face mold. I'm surprised Mattel has never actually released a doll like a truly me with this like combination before. And so, yeah, I gotta get it off of Mercari, eBay, somewhere. Because I thought it was, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, why haven't they done this? And also, another one is American Girl Dark Skin Just Face Mold. Just Face Mold is my favorite face mold, so getting it in various skin tones is also like one on my list to do. And so, yeah, I want to get that one as well. And if I don't get them, it's not the end of the world, but it is something that I am like thinking about. I've been thinking about since 2024, but now I'm just adding them on the list. And I want to get these 3, and then I'm gonna call myself pre-complete with my collection. I also don't want to overwhelm my American Girl collection because I do like to change their outfits every few months. And too many dolls makes it less fun and more of a chore. So, yes. And then the last thing is boy dolls, 2 exclamation points. I just want to like reiterate that I want boy dolls. So, yeah. Just want to get more boy dolls. Next, before I have to go to my meeting, I do want to like Magic Mixies Pixlings. There are 2 on my list. Number 1 is Bearlinda. I've been waiting. I got all the other ones on sale. Bearlinda is, they're holding on to her at that price. And I'm like, please, please, just let me have her. And they won't. And the next one is Helexa. Helexa's going to be next to impossible because she's sold out on Amazon. And now it's only available on eBay for like $50 to $70. And I'm like, dang it. Should have got her immediately. I do want to go back to Monster High, G3 Monster High really quick. I want to get the Fear Book Torlight and Fear Book Twyla and Fear Book Draculaura. Those 3 as well. Those are the 3 I'm really excited to get from G3 as well. I need to put it in my video because if I don't, I won't like remember. I also need to write it down. Bratz. The only things on my list currently for Bratz is the Bratz Fashion Pixies Reimagined so far. If the Bratz Sanrio Sasha becomes available, that's the only way I would go and get the other ones. If the Sasha one does not become available, I'm not getting any of them. Point blank period. I didn't like what they did with the launch in the first place when they excluded Sasha and they had to go back and do Sasha. And then she turns out she's the best looking one out of all of them. I don't want to get any if I can't get Sasha. And if Sasha's only available for that pre-order that ended in November, I didn't have the money at the time to get it because I was trying to get the Twilight Crocs, which I don't have either. Then it's like, oh, okay. I don't care. And I'm not going to go to reseller to get the Sasha. I'm just going to call it, I don't need any of them. Before I end this video, I do want to talk about non-doll related items that are on my wish list. I love Lego Ninjago, and it turned 15 this year, which means they released play sets, and there's one that's $300 that I would like to get. I want it so bad. It has Zane's dad in it, and that's the only set with his dad in it. And I'm like, am I spending $300 because of his dad? No, it has like a bunch of mini figures in it, and I want it so bad. Do I have room for a play set, a Lego play set? Absolutely not. Will I buy it anyway? Yes, I want it with all of my heart. When I saw it, I wanted it. I know that there was like a whole line of people wanting to get this play set. I hope that they still have it available. It's not like a limited edition one. And I also have like another one that's like $45, which just has like the ninja, and it's a little smaller one that I could definitely put on display in the background, which I would like to do. I also want to talk about Lego Ninjago this year on my other channel. So I just like Lego Ninjago. I was there in 2011 when it came out, guys. I also like to get the plushies that I didn't get in 2025 because that was also on my wish list. I wanted to get the Samson from Sleeping Beauty, and I wanted to get the Maleficent Dragon. I want to get those 2. And I would also like to get the Lego Ninjago plushie figurine plushies. I want to get those, and I hope they come out with Zane. They have not given Zane a plushie, which to me makes no sense. And if I can't get that, get the Lego Zane clock, which is a really expensive thing. I would like to get that. It would be so great if I could get that. I'm like, what I wanted to get, like, I would like to get a Zane and a Cole, because those are my favorite 2. But yes, I would like to get those. I also need to go back to getting my Bat Fam Funko Pops as well. Because I want to get the Funko Pops. I want to get them as, make them as Kelly's. Also, eventually make them as dolls. And I also want to get them as little calico critters because I saw someone do that and I'm like, that's a great idea. But yes, that is everything on my wish list. It is a long one. We have to live in delusion at the beginning of the year. Everyone else has their resolutions. This is my resolution kind of thing. Except it's not. But I wanted to make this video listing everything and talking about last year's and what we're going to try to do this year. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know dolls that are on your wish list or just things that are on your wish list for 2026. And let's hold each other accountable and hoping that we can actually get them this year. But I have to go. I have a meeting that started a minute ago. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!